Hey everybody, my name is Paul Eston Jr., aka Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/BoyGreen25. Make sure right at the start of this thing, baby, you like the video and hit subscribe down below for some more juicy New York Jets content. I want to hop on real quick and talk about an inspiring message from Robert Saleh on the New York Jets playoff chances. And before we get there, Jet fans that are watching this, of course, because again, this is the one-stop shop for all things New York Jets. Let's just breathe it in for a moment. Kind of let it marinate. We're in December. We're not talking mock drafts, not tankathon.com, not this player, not tanking. We're talking about meaningful December games. Robert Saleh and general manager Joe Douglas beat us over the head with those comments earlier this year, and this is exactly what we have. We have playoff football the rest of the way. There are 4 games to go, and the Jets are in the thick of the playoff conversation. Of course, if the season ended today, the Jets would not be in the playoffs. Thankfully, the season doesn't end today. We still got 4 more games to go, and I got to be honest, there's a lot of rooting from a fan perspective of, oh man, we're rooting for this team or this team to put the Jets in a better position. I think head coach Robert Saleh had the perfect way to describe all of that conversation. I know we do it as fans, but I thought he had a beautiful way to describe it, so we're going to play a clip from the Michael Kay show Robert Saleh joins every single week. I thought he had a perfect message on the New York Jets and their playoff hopes. Let's go to the head coach himself, Robert Saleh.
I'm always curious to see how a coach thinks. Your game is over. Sunday night football yesterday. Who are you rooting for? Because, now with the Chargers winning, they move ahead of you. They don't have the hardest schedule the last 4. But now with the Dolphins losing, if they lose to Buffalo and then you beat the Lions and you move into the Dolphin spot back into the playoffs. So who were you rooting for last night?
I'll be honest. It doesn't matter yet. I'm not rooting for it. I'm really not. I'm just looking at, because it didn't matter if either one of them lost, because at the end of the day, we still control our own destiny. So if we just take care of ours, focus on us, find ways to win these games, then it doesn't matter what happens. We'll be in. And it won't, the only time it's worth rooting for another team is when you need help. Otherwise, just focus on what you need to take care of. Don't rely on other people to do your job. Do your job, take care of what you have to take care of, and the rest will fall into place.
You know what? I want to put that on a gosh darn t-shirt, baby. Don't rely on someone else to do your job. I know over the weekend, and Jet fans, we're going to keep doing it no matter what Robert Saleh said, but I think it's a very important note to share that we're rooting for this team, or that team. If the Jets just handled their own gosh darn business, the Jets are punching their ticket to the playoffs, okay? They haven't been there in 11 gosh darn years, but everything is in front of the New York Jets. Here are the 4 games remaining. At home against Detroit. At home against Jacksonville. Short week, of course, Thursday Night Football. On the road at Seattle. On the road at Miami. The Jets individually, unbiased, could win any one of these games. The Jets already had their hardest opponent on the schedule, the Buffalo Bills, and they beat that opponent the first time around when you look at that on paper. So the Jets individually could win all 4 of these games. The fact of the matter is you have to take care of your business, and you look at the 2 home games. At home against Detroit, at home against Jacksonville. Just take care of business. You are better than both of these teams, both by record. The Lions are 6-7 and the Jaguars are 5-8. And just straight up, you're more talented. You're better than them. I get that all of them in some weird way are fighting for playoff contention. The Jaguars have an outside shot of winning their division. Detroit Lions could sneak into the wild card round. Seattle is currently on the outside looking in, but they could jump in. Of course, the Miami Dolphins, as we've already discussed. Each of these teams has some hope or thoughts of winning, but the Jets handled their own business. Stop worrying about this team or that team or this team. If the Jets can't beat the Lions, if the Jets can't beat the Jaguars, they didn't deserve a place anyway. So remember that line from Robert Saleh. Let's put that on a couple of t-shirts. Crochet that on your pillow for your living room. Don't rely on someone else to do your job. The Jets' job is winning these games, and I will put it even more bluntly. The Jets, of course, right now are 7-6. There's 4 games remaining. The best the Jets could possibly do is 11-6, of course. And worst is 7-10. I will tell you this right here, right now. If the Jets get to 10 wins, which would be winning 3 of their final 4, they're in, no questions asked. Out of all the 10-win teams, from last season, all of them made the playoffs. This isn't 2015 anymore. There are 7 spots to make the playoffs. There is not going to be a team that has 10 wins that does not make it in. Lock it in, guaranteed. It's all going to work out. I know everyone says, well, what about this? What about this? I'm telling you, Boy Green's telling you, if you get to 10, you're in. If you get to 9, it's a coin flip. You might make it in, you might not. But that's the bare floor's 9. But I say you get 10, and of course they can win 10. No one's impossible here. The Lions are red hot, sure, winners of 5 of 6, but they're a dome team coming outside and playing, as I said, a better football team. The Jaguars, short week, Thursday night football. The Jets crowd is going to be crazy both in the Lions game and the Jaguars game at Seattle. They just lost to Sam Darnold to the Carolina Panthers. They lost to the Raiders, and both of those were in their own home facility. And the Dolphins are already beat once. And let's see, that game is going to have some meaning at the end of the year. But that's the message. Don't let someone else do your job. Jets, it's all there in front of you. And fans, I hope you're savoring every moment. All these losses hurt. At Bills lost this weekend hurt. The one before it hurt in a different way. We're not used to this. We're not used to competitive December football. But it hurts. It hurts so good. It feels great to be in this position. It's going to feel even better when the Jets punch their ticket in to the NFL playoffs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, for this quick little video talking about the Jets and their playoff chances, and shout out to the Michael K Show for that audio. Again, you can also find all those wonderful clips that I cut up on my Twitter account at BoyGreen25. Don't forget to like the video, hit subscribe down below for more juicy content. We interviewed George Fant earlier this week, a fantastic interview. And guys, you guys can, of course, always check it out. Until next time, of course, right here on the Boy Green channel, we'll see you next time. Peace out, baby.